That's a great question because, in fact, a lot of our students ask that same question. So they come to us and they say, I'm interested in research, so what do I need to do? Fortunately, we have a lot of opportunities for undergraduate research here at Providence College. In your classes, if you're a student, one of the things you'd want to do is think a little bit about what do I find most interesting? What are the parts of biology or chemistry or other STEM fields are the things that really get me excited? And then it's a good idea to see, are any of my professors working in that field? All of the professors here are very friendly. We're very interested in students who want to do research, so it's a great idea to approach people, to approach professors and say, are you currently doing research? Are you interested in taking students? You can also watch for announcements if professors are recruiting students. I actually did that in the fall, and I recruited some students that I trained as volunteers in the spring, and they've been great, and they're going to continue. Some of them are going to continue. So that's always a good way to find research opportunities as well. Biology, we have kind of split it up into a little bit of big biology and little biology. So big biology is usually ecology and evolution. It involves a lot of field work. I have colleagues in those fields who actually, their students get to go out when it's nice like it is today, so I always get a little bit jealous of that. And then little bio is kind of molecular, cellular. There are people who do both. So for myself, I'm a microbiologist, but I do a little bit of microbial ecology. And so that means we kind of span both of those. And within those, there's a lot of opportunities for people to do different type of research. So we have opportunities for people who are interested also in computer science. We have opportunities for students who are maybe on a pre-health profession and they want to do something that translates into kind of a more clinical application. There are a lot of different opportunities like that. Undergraduate research here at Providence College, I think, is incredibly valuable for students and then for us as professors as well. For students, it's such a fantastic opportunity to really engage with your subject. We really think about it less as kind of something that you're doing outside of your coursework. We really think of it as engaged learning outside of the classroom. So we really think of it as a great opportunity to really, as a biology major or a chemistry major or an EPS major, to really get your hands into your subject matter and become very familiar with topics that you cover in class. But when you have to do it on a daily basis and you're doing research and collecting data, you really start to know those topics well. So I think for students, it just is a great way to reinforce what they're learning in the classroom. Currently graduating 6 students from my lab this May. I'm very excited for them. 4 of them have been with me since they were sophomores, and it's really exciting to kind of watch them move on. 3 of them have already been accepted into graduate programs. 2 of them are applying to graduate programs, and 1's preparing to apply to med school. And for me, I can just see very clearly how much they have, through their coursework, of course, but their research, I think, has really helped them develop a lot of skills that their future career path is really looking for. In particular, I think it's been really great to watch kind of how they can develop something that we tend to think of as kind of soft skills. So in the STEM fields, we may not emphasize those as much, but undergraduate research really gives you a chance to work on teamwork, communication, problem solving, and troubleshooting, all those things that regardless of what career you go into, you are definitely going to need to do those and do those well. So students really get an opportunity to enhance those skills when they're doing undergraduate research. For me as a professor, it's incredibly rewarding for me to have a lab full of research students who are working on collecting data, and it's data that makes it into peer-reviewed publications that are shared with the scientific community. I find that incredibly rewarding for both me and for them. And it's also hugely beneficial to us as professors because a lot of times the research that we do in our labs gets into our classes too. So I teach a genomics course for our biology majors, and we have used some of the microbes that we've collected in my research lab in that genomics class to teach the students about how bacterial genomics works. And so it really is a great way for us to enhance our classroom teaching as well, because we get to kind of develop some of those ideas and use some of those materials. So it's great for us too.